Alright, so are we going to talk about this? So why were you originally going to be called the Shape? What's scary about a shape? I mean, come on. It's like saying you're afraid of a triangle. Who's afraid of a triangle? Like, they do so many nice things for us. Like, pizza's a triangle. You saying I was supposed to be afraid of pizza? Have you met the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? They love pizza. Though, granted, I like anchovies on my pizza because, well, have you met me? But, you're just the shape of a human. Like, are we supposed to be afraid of you? Am I supposed to be afraid of Steve? Maybe that's why Steve actually hides his basement. He's actually afraid of people. So, he's like, just doesn't want to, like, come into contact with anyone because it makes him wet his pants or something. That might explain why Steve never looks in the mirror, because then he'd see how ugly he was, and then he'd be, like, crying and scared. And we just can't have that. Hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, cool, you're already here. We can start on your review.
Steve, you said you look ugly.
He can talk.
Zealot, what were you talking about?
Okay, so I guess this is my cue to leave. So, let's get Red Lobster sometime. Hey, Steve, for your New Year's resolution, you should have worked on your appearance.
This is why he doesn't have friends.
I think Red Lobster sucks.
Actually, they're not bad. Like, I really like the biscuits.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Hey, don't you start on this too. Hey Rangers, welcome to Super Important Reviews. My name is Steve, and today I'll be going over the NECA Halloween Ultimate Michael Myers from the new 2018 sequel to the original Halloween. Now, normally I'm not really that big of a Michael Myers fan. Like, I enjoy some of them. But I actually really like the new one that just came out. I thought it was a great sequel to the original, which is easily my favorite out of the bunch. This one's probably my second favorite now, which is kind of the way it should be, I guess. Though then again, I kind of have a soft spot for Halloween, was it Resurrection? Like, H2O was fine. But Resurrection with Busta Rhymes and Kung Fu. Yeah. You know, and we're just going to get into this guy. So, without further ado, for his packaging, I'm going to lay him down real quick. But, you get the nice shot of the mask on the front. Is that the mask, or is that the actual figure? Nope, definitely the mask. More or less the poster, the DVD covers, what have you. Halloween Ultimate Michael Myers on the bottom. Side, more of the same. Opposite side, more of the same. Top, same. Back, just got him in some menacing shots and him with all his accessories. Tells you a little bit about Halloween here on the bottom. Some Lego mumbo jumbo. And you could also open up the front to, well, if he was in the package, you'd be able to see him with all his accessories. And another nice little menacing shot of him. So you get a decent display. Not my favorite I've seen, but still pretty cool. Kind of wish this, like, maybe had something to do with Laurie, and then you had Michael in there, and then flip-flop it for the Michael release, or the Laurie release. That would have been kind of cool. But anyways, let's just get into the review. Alright, so for Michael Myers, we're actually just going to start with his accessories, which, first and foremost, we got some pumpkin. Which, for the pumpkin, just has... I love that it has heart eyes. I love it. And then you got, like, the upside-down heart right there for the nose. Some little teeth. So it's a very cutesy pumpkin. And then, on the back here, notice this is where you would replace the batteries if you need to, but there's usually just a little plastic strip there. You just pull it out so that the terminals kind of connect to the battery. So that, you can have it light up, which, turning off my studio lighting, just so you guys can see, actually works pretty well. It's got a little bit of a flicker to it to give it that nice little candle effect. Probably, I'm not going to say my favorite, because I guess my favorite has to be one of the weapons, so he has something to pose with. But this is still pretty dope. Give it to me, Michael! Michael really doesn't want me to give up this knife. There we go. Alright. For his kitchen knife. Really nice. Got some metallic silver here for the blade. The inner part of the metal for the handle. Handle's done in a black color. Nothing too complicated, but still very nice for the figure. He also comes with a Fireplace Poker, which is easily the most terrifying of all the accessories, because this thing isn't going to take much to snap. So if you want to have him posing with this, I recommend having him hooked to some sort of stand. Because if he takes a nosedive holding onto this thing, it ain't surviving. But looks really nice though. Comes with this really nice bloody hammer, which I kind of wish the knife was a little bloody, but it's cool that at least one of his accessories has some kind of little effect of all his murdering on it, and the handle looks a little bit weathered. He also comes with this super grotesque looking head, which has a hole in the bottom, which I kind of wish you could hook a flashlight into it like you've seen in the movie. Can't remember if it was exactly this head, but like, you could do it. It'd be awesome. You can also see where like the tongue attaches on the back there too, which is super creepy looking. But the only negative I really got is like the seam line on the sides of the head is very noticeable. But outside of that, really awesome. Actually probably plan on posing him with this guy. Comes with this headstone of Judith Myers, born November 10th, 1947, died October 31st, 1963. Our beloved daughter. Really nicely detailed. Has that more granite finish, very reminiscent of a headstone. Really light too. It's odd that it comes with this because like outside of like this is the girl he murdered, doesn't really have much really to do with him in the movie. So it's cool. Maybe we'd like to maybe just see like another random little effect outside of this from when he's going about his business. But still pretty neat though. Then for his hands, comes with a pair of more relaxed hands before he starts strangling people. Also, before I forget, has this, oops, lost one. The hands have varying amounts of blood on them. So you can definitely tell that he's been putting his work in this, last Halloween time. Comes with a pair of gripping hands for all of his deadly utensils. His right hand's the only one that really gets any more of the loving, but he comes with a more outstretched hand. And this hand missing 2 fingers from when Lori blew him off with a shotgun. And then real quick, how you swap out the hand accessories. It's a pain in the butt. I definitely recommend using a hairdryer, and you just kind of, let's go with the gripping hand. You want to heat up right here before you attach it to the little peg here. But when you're taking it off, just make sure you line it up straight, pull out straight from the forearm. Same when you're going in, you want to have the peg lined up straight, and then make sure it's in the hole, and then you just push it onwards. I think I got it. It's a bit of a pain with the accessory hands, but still holds in pretty well once you get it fully on there. And then finally for the heads, the ones that come attached is his Michael Myers mask head, which looks great. I like that you can see his eyes underneath the mask, and also has a lot of very nice detailing on the mask and a little bit of weathering to make it look older, just like you see in the film, with it having a darker shade here for the under section of the neck. Now this one, the hair looks definitely more messed up, kind of like he's been driving around with the window down a little bit. That's what I imagine. Like after he brutally murdered the kid and took the truck, he's just kind of like just cruising with the windows down, you know. Get a little bit of fluff going on with the hair. Because the other one here is definitely more clean. You also can't see the eyes on the undersection. This one's got that more black blankish eyes, which kind of goes with the other name for him is just the shape. This one kind of works with that one a little better. The mask actually has a little bit of different detailing. Because you can kind of tell, like, especially like here on the top of the forehead, this section here and this section here is a little bit different. So to me, it kind of looks like they use a little bit of a different mold, or maybe it's just the way the mold's set for this one. But the detailing is noticeably different between the two. And then how you get these off is just like with the arms, you just want to have everything straight, apply some force, pop it off. Putting this one on, that hole looks kind of tiny in comparison, but you just want to line it up as best as you can. This is going to be kind of tough. Again, kind of recommend doing this with a hairdryer. Yeah. Definitely gonna have to use a hairdryer to pop this one on. Think I got it on all the way, but still looks pretty nice. Kind of prefer the other one where you can see the eyes, but it's still cool that they give you multiple options for the head. Yeah, Jesus, look at the size difference between the two holes. Man, this one gets abused a little bit. For the rest of Michael Myers details, well, that's not a bad, there's just not really much to go over. He's in a giant blue jumpsuit. So, you get some detailing with like the folding of the fabric. You get some weathering here on the front section here for where the zipper would be. There's like the little elastic strap thing for where the pants are. So that's cool. He's got some pockets. Some more folding here for the leg region. Overall, it looks good. Giant collar, just like you see in the movie. Not really much else to say. It looks like it's supposed to, so that's cool. I like that his neck's actually really tan though. You also have the blue t-shirt on the undersection here, just kind of peeking through a little bit. Almost kind of looks like he has like a gun hole here. I also found out I didn't hook the hand in as well as I thought I did, so that's going to go on the table for a minute. He's also got some dirty black boots. Some details on the bottom of the sole. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Like, he's pretty thin. Usually I'm used to doing like giant robots and monsters. There's a little more to talk about, and then this guy's just like a one piece. So his head's cool. That's all that really matters. For his articulation though, arms can go up by that far, down by that far. Can rotate all the way around. Also forgot to mention the head can rotate around. Decent amount of play with it up there as well. Is that a double joint? That is a double joint. So you get decent bendability at the elbow, rotation at the elbow, rotation at the, I didn't have that in all the way either, I guess. Rotation at the hand, can move a little bit forward and back. It feels like there's something at the waist, but there's nothing useful at the waist, I should say. Because this is actually like a soft rubber over top the body. So kind of like the turtles and stuff, like you get a little bit of posability in there, but but it's kind of useless. Can do the splits, can go inwards about that far. Nice forward kick. Not too much of a back kick. Single joint at the knee. Also can rotate at the top of the leg. A little bit of rotation at the knee. Feet can rotate side to side. A little bit forward and back motion as well. For some quick comparisons here, we have the Ultimate Michael Myers from NECA compared next to some NECA Predators with the Alien vs. Predator arcade figures of the Hunter Predator and the Warrior Predator. And here is compared next to my favorite mass horror, some Jason figures from NECA with Part 4 and Part 2 version. And here is compared next to the NECA Ultimate Pennywise and the NECA Dead Space 2 Isaac Clarke. And here's some random NECA figures with the Kenner Tribute Terminator 2 Metal Mesh Terminator and the Guillermo del Toro figure from the 2018 San Diego Comic-Con. And here he is with some random figures with an old Bandai Big Bad Beetleborg of Blue Beats and, or Blue Stinger from Beetleborgs. Blue Beats is Beefire. And the Eshi's Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z Kai Super Saiyan Goku. So overall, for the NECA Ultimate Halloween Michael Myers figure, this thing is actually really awesome. Very nicely detailed. Pretty much comes with every accessory I really wanted to see from the movie. Headstone's a little weird, but still, I'd rather have too many things than not enough, you know? Might have been cool to actually have the head with the flashlight, but outside of that, still really awesome. Has a nice range of articulation. I definitely highly recommend it to you guys, especially if you're really into the new Halloween film. So make sure if you guys are interested in this, to take home this nicely shaped figure today. What do you guys think? If you guys picked up this figure, what's your favorite Halloween film, or is abstract objects is more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. Look closer pictures of the guy on our Facebook. Go and click the link in the description below. We also have a Patreon account if you guys like to help support the channel, and also a t-shirt shop now, so definitely follow the link in the description below if you guys would like to help support the channel, and help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.